Good evening, everybody. Hello, happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're all well. Give everyone a few minutes to check in, come and find us live, and hopefully for you to tell me if you can see and hear me okay. Fingers crossed. Mr. G's downstairs. We nearly had a domestic, so I was trying to take chips off his plate, so I doubt he's checking in to see if I'm broadcasting clearly. He's probably too interested in his chips. But I can see that some of you are here, so hopefully you can let me know if there's any issues. Are thanks, Therese. You can hear me okay. Good, good. Well, I hope your week is going well. It's been a glorious week, hasn't it? The weather really lovely. Um, yeah, I mean, I can't believe we're in March already. Well, we were just debating when the clocks change. I think it's end of the month, is it? So, yes, feeling very spring-like. And busy. So I'm sure you all are too. It's a busy old week. I don't know why I decided to do a little mini release, just kind of a bit impromptu. I think I like to make life difficult for myself. So we've got our fab little release that I'm going to share with you this evening. And then this weekend, the Craft Collective are doing our online weekender. So I'm on Sunday afternoon. So we've got 4 2-hour sessions over Saturday and Sunday with the wonderful Leonie and Erica and Paola and myself each doing one of those sessions. So that's going to be a fab weekend. And then next week is the NEC. So I've got to get my act together for that and start to put stock together and think about getting all of our lovely goodies down to the NEC for the first time. So I've never done the NEC before. I'm excited. I'm a bit daunted by it, partly because of the length of the show and the fact that obviously for Steve and myself, it's going to be quite a long test of how we manage it. However, I am delighted to say that Belinda is joining us on Friday and Saturday, so at least she'll be sharing the load with me from a demo perspective, and it'll be lovely to spend some time with Belinda. It's been too long, and I think Kerry's coming down as well. I've seen you in the chat, Kerry. I think, yeah, Kerry, I don't know what day Kerry's planning on popping in. I think it's Saturday, so it'll fly by. I know it will. It's just the whole kind of process in our heads of like trying to make sure we've got everything we need and we're ready. And we're going to set the stand up and have a fabulous few days down in Birmingham next week as well. So yeah, it's busy times, but fun as always. I enjoy it when I manage to take a breath. It is Saturday, isn't it, Kerry? Lovely. Right, I'm just checking to see that which of our lovely friends have managed to tune in and find us on this Wednesday evening. It does feel like a little while since I was on. I think last week. Was there one at all last week, or did Belinda? But Belinda did last week, didn't she? It just feels a little while since I've done a Wednesday. So I'm sure you've missed me, of course. So it's Glynis, lovely, Selena, Ali, Astrid, Heidi, hello, lovely, Kerry, of course, Therese, we saw, Paul. I'm sure I've seen Julie as well. So I don't know whether we're going to see Lynn tonight because she's sulking already about the Stella Pace on one of the bundles. Julie is there. Hello, Julie, lovely. It was last week, Astrid. Thank you. I'm losing track of time. She did an amazing demo, didn't she, with the covers, the grey board covers. So that was cool. Melanie, lovely to see you too. So the gang's all in, and that's fabulous. And I'll try and keep. Well, how often do I say this? How often? And then I always ignore myself. But I'm going to try and keep tonight's live relatively contained because we don't have a big release to go through. It is a small and perfectly formed release, which I think is a really kind of nice, cute interlude after the fantastically popular Mixed Media Compendium, which I know lots of you bought and invested in and are playing with. So this is a nice, cute little kind of changing gear, different style of artwork. And then next week, when I am down at the NEC, we are going to be releasing another collection. And what I'm going to do, because obviously I won't be able to do Why Not Wednesday, next Wednesday. I'll be starting divorce proceedings with Mr. G by then, I'm fairly sure. So as I won't be live, what I'm planning to do over the weekend is just film a little walkthrough of the new collection. We'll have it available on the shop from about lunchtime on Wednesday, but obviously we'll be putting clear signage on the shop and on the products to say that obviously anything ordered between Wednesday and Sunday next week can't be shipped until the following Monday the 17th when we're back. And I thought it'd be really cute to do a little order lottery, because obviously some of you might have to wait a bit longer for your order to come through. And what I'm thinking of doing is that we will choose 3 orders placed between the Wednesday and the Sunday at random to get the value of their basket back. So those of you that can't make it to the NEC and are having to wait therefore for your orders to come through, at least you're being with the chance of winning back your order. So we're going to do that next week. So I will be walking you through the new collection and the amazing samples, because they've just started arriving today and they look fabulous, by video. I'll have the product with me at the NEC for any of you that are coming to the show, so it will all be available on the stand. But obviously I know lots of you won't be able to make it and you'll be able to buy it in the shop as usual. So I thought that'd be quite a nice way of adding a bit of fun to placing your order. You just don't know if you're going to get the money back, so I thought we could do that. Now that's reminded me, giveaways. So tonight, I know Ali's in the chat, I've seen her, there you go. Tonight we'll do 2 giveaways, and we'll do 2 giveaways of our glorious little critters and the stencil that I've put with it. So there'll be 2 mini bundles that we'll be announcing the winners of at the end of the live, because Ali is always on standby and always sends me the names, and I can tell you who's won those 2 bundles at the end of this live. Are we all caught up? Is there anything that I haven't filled you in on? I feel like there is. There always is. And I'll probably remember halfway through a demo or chatting to you. But certainly put any questions in the chat. I'd love to know if you're going to come and join us at the on the Weekender this weekend remotely. I know some of you are planning to be a part of that weekend online event. We've never done it before, so it'll be a bit of a learning curve. But of course, the benefit of doing it online is that the content is available for you after the weekend has come and gone. So if you don't have the time, or you don't want to watch all of the sessions live, you can watch them back, or you can watch and craft along with us, but still go back to them later on when you want to refresh yourself on a particular tutorial or technique that somebody used. So I like that online format because it gives you the opportunity to do things at your own pace. I'm going to turn this camera around now and show you our new goodies, which I'm very excited about. Donna's here. Oh, Lynn is here. So she isn't sulking too much with me. Thank you, Lynn, for joining us. I know you're very upset about the Stella Pace. There are spaces left, Nicola, because the joy of the Weekender is, of course, there is no capacity because it's all online. It's not like we've got seats around a table and we can we run out of space. So yeah, Nicola, lovely. If you fancy signing up and joining us, then you're more than welcome to. I think people will be able to sign up after the event as well, because of course, once again, although they won't get the live interaction of the sessions in person, all of that content will be there. Hello, Fiona. Have you got my stuff, Fiona? Has my supplies list come through? I've recorded a video. I'm talking to Fiona now because she's coming to the weekend. I have recorded a video with an overview of the supplies for my session. So if you've not checked out the playlist, Fiona, I think you'll have had a link to that. You'll be able to see a walkthrough of what I'm suggesting you might want to have to hand. Well, I don't know whether watching on double time will help you, Jane, because it's just me talking, so it will just be even more jumbled than usual. So let's look at these gorgeous, gorgeous goodies. And as I say, this is a small bundle, but I don't have many samples, and the reason being, my lovely design team just despair, don't they? I decided only middle of last week that we were going to do this mini release, and just because I just like to mix things up, and I've got the product and I can't hold on to it. I want to kind of release it as soon as I have it in my hands. So bless them, the design team have only had this for a day or two. So they're going to be sharing samples online, but I've only got a few physical samples with me here. So that means there definitely will be time for a demo. You know how long I ramble on when I've got gorgeous samples to look through. So this is really, really, really lovely. It's Zinsky art, and lots of you will know, you follow a kind of Funky Fossil, that we work closely with Eleanor and regularly bring out designs that she has kind of illustrated, and they're always quirky. They've always got a whimsical feel. They're always a bit unusual. And these critters, I just fell in love with them. When she was sending me some images, I was like, I've got to have these. But I haven't built a whole collection around it, which is why I'm doing a little mini drop today, because there isn't a ton of products going with these. They're just adorable, and I thought you'd like them as much as I do. So yeah, as you can see, they're kind of critters. Are they dinosaurs? Are they dragons? Are they, they can be anything you want, because one of them's got the little wings here. You've got the little baby critters as well. They're just so fun. And I love this one with the hat and the heart. So yeah, friendly. Just, I say, I don't know what makes me smile every time I see them, but I really do love them. And I've got a couple of sentiments on here in a really kind of simple font. In fact, it's the same font as we used with the Alphabetti stencil, if you remember that from the collection we did earlier in the year in January with Zinsky. It says, "You make me happy. If anyone asks for a nice normal family," I like that one, "and welcome little one," because I thought these would be perfect for little baby cards or first birthdays. There's actually these little cuties. Just made me think of that. So they do make you smile, don't they, Astrid? There is just something really endearing about them. And they're a nice size, good focal points, obviously scaled slightly differently, so you can make those family, those kind of family groupings if you want to. So hi Nat, lovely to see you. I said, yeah, hello to you, Helen and Vanessa. You've all been sneaking on while I've been chatting. So yeah, fun, really, really fun, really easy to use. You've got characters there already. You've got focal points. Yeah, exactly. They are. They look like they're ready to have a party. Not like my family, which is normally fairly grumpy when you try and get them together. This is a nice, happy, happy, gentle family. And what I thought I'd do, you can get this on the website. All the products are now live on the shop. You can get this on the website by itself as a single stamp set. I have done a mini bundle as well, where I have added this scribble stencil. This isn't a new stencil. It is one that we've had in store for a little while, but I just thought it was a lovely, again, playful stencil that would make a great background for these characters. So I've added the stencil in to make a mini bundle, and I think, oh, I'm sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head. This is $17.99. I think I've done the two of them for $20, so just made the stencil a really kind of low price. But as I say, you can get it as an individual if you already have the stencil or don't want to get the stencil. And I think they're really sweet. So what's our Hannah been saying? Dinosaurs with big wigs on. Oh, Dragosaurs. Oh, I see. That's a cool idea. Yeah, we could put big wigs on them. Hi, Belinda Lovely. I've just been saying you're going to be joining me in the craziness that is the NEC next week. Like a dog. Crikey. I'm not quite sure what breed of dog that would be. Anyway, you distracted me as always. So let me show you the couple of samples that I've got, because the fabulous Ali got her physical samples to me. And then I'll show you the gorgeous stencil, which I think is going to work beautifully alongside these, which is kind of why I put it together yesterday. And I did only do it yesterday, so the design team haven't got that either. Honestly, I'm always on the naughty step. So here's one by Alan. She's made it into a little 6x6 journal page, but this is kind of exactly what I was thinking about. She's got the kind of little baby critters kind of tucked into the scene. She's got the scribbles in the background. I don't know if you can catch them there, but again, any color is going to work with these. They're just going to be bright, vibrant, quirky. And say that all the little critters, I think, are kind of swimming along with their mum or dad. So that's so cute, isn't it? I just love it. And then she's done a grand job here. Again, the scribble stencils in the background, a bit of subtle interest there for you. And then she's coloured them beautifully with the kind of really vibrant oranges and yellows. So I love this. And Ali, I'm sure you're on two things. One, thank you so much for those chocolate eggs. Unfortunately, I did open the envelope when Steve was in the room, so that caused another argument about who could eat them, but they're delicious. And the secondly is thank you for the cutouts of these, because that's really helped me. I was short of time and you've really helped me out there, so thank you, lovely. But aren't they great? Vibrant. And then these little hearts that she's got all kind of framing it all. There's just this little trio of hearts. So simple. But again, they're the little workers that it's worth filling the stamp set with, because you can then add detail like this. And then I made a couple of little samples. So I've had a play with the Stella Pace through the scribble stencil with our lovely dinosaurs. So I've just watercolored them. Use sentiments from our sticker stack, which are perfect for these, because you can imagine all kinds of sentiments that are going to work with these characters. And I've used the Bright Meadow and Icicle Dreams, I think. So I think that looks really cool. I always love it when that shine hits the camera. So that's the scribble stencil in the background. And then a very, very simple one, using the some of the elements that Ali sent me, because those of you that follow me on Facebook and Instagram will know that I have been attempting the 100-day challenge. It's an art challenge, and I'm trying to do kind of 100 playful tags. So of course I had to double up and make a tag using our characters. But what I wanted to do, I had a spray background left over. I've got the scribble stencil there in just Starlight to give a bit of clear dimension. And then I just used the images in black and white because I thought they'd pop against the vibrant background. Really, really simple, but cute. And I say, I needed to make a tag for my 100 days. So that's all I've got in person. I know the design team have made fabulous samples of these because I've seen the images. So they'll be on Facebook and Instagram and all the usual places over the next couple of days. But I don't think you need a huge amount of inspiration to see immediately how wonderfully these are going to fit in with all the other bits and bobs that you have. And it was for that reason, before I get to my stencil, it's for that reason I did a little flash sale. So on the shop as well, there's a little flash sale of these 3 items, because this is Zinsky. It's all going to work so beautifully together. And I have put the wonderful Borderline stamp set, just can frame these scenes perfectly. The Borderline stamp set, the ephemera 6x6 paper pad, and a pack of that wonderful ephemera. I've put it on as a mini bundle for less than half price. I think it's for £15 and it should be 31. So again, you may already have this. I know lots of you got the collection earlier this year, but this for me is that kind of the great finishing touches which are going to enable you to get the most out of your new focal points. And because I didn't have a full collection, I thought this would be a nice way of giving you access at a really good price to elements that are going to really enhance the artwork we're releasing today. And I'm sure in one of Kerry's samples, she's used some of the ephemera in the project. So that's what kind of twigged in my mind. What do you mean I talk slowly, Jane? How very rude. How very rude, young lady. I thought I talked really quickly. I'm trying to talk slowly, young lady, and enunciate. So, and the last bit of new, I do get heckled by you all. The last bit of new for you this evening is this fabulous layered stencil, which I just came up with yesterday. Hence the design team haven't got it, but I thought this would be really, really cool. And it's already making a bit of freedom. I've already shared a picture on Facebook of this. Have I got it? Can I find it? Because I'll demo this tonight as a way of how I put the stencil together. But I did this using this stencil. So it's a really, really I'm laughing at Jane backtracking now. Really simple, as you know, with our layered words. It's been a little while since I've done one. So you've got your solid love. Now, this is obviously going to be used for so many things over and above the elements I've got with it, because you can imagine you could put one of the little critters, the face of one of the little critters in the O. You could use a hearts pattern stencil to create an overlay over the letters. So again, lots you can do with the space that these apertures give you. I've left the O in just in case you want to mask that out for different techniques. I'm sure, I don't know if somebody's done this. I can't remember from a previous, it might have been the Hope stencil, because if you've got a circle die around that size, then you can stencil, but then make a lovely shaker window in the O. So there's lots you can do with these words. But what I wanted to do, because I was thinking about little critters kind of being space aliens, is overlay the O with these stars and then the planet, the moon. So you've got that kind of starry sky created there over the top of the solid letters. Then, because I was just in that kind of a mood, I thought, oh, well, it'd be good to extend the love. And so I've done a further stencil in this bundle of 3 stencils. But it'd be good to be able to extend that sentiment and have, you have love you more than all the stars. You're out of this world, it's just a slightly separate one, and love you to the moon and back. I've done a smaller love there, so you can use this independently of the main stencil, but I thought it'd be quite nice if you had some stencil sentiments that you can either add to your kind of main panel or add within the card. So it's a really fun way of giving you further sentiments without it necessarily being a stamp set. It is the same font as we've got in the stamp set. So for example, if you wanted to have welcome little one, you're out of this world, or welcome little one, love you more than all the stars, or all those kind of things. I don't know, what's it, love, you're out of this world, you make me happy. You get the idea. So I thought I'd add this stencil in with the layering word. So I'm hoping I'm explaining it okay. Hello, Helen. It's been a while. Lovely to see you. I hope you're well. So yeah, hopefully that kind of is self-explanatory, isn't it, really? But that's what I was going to demo tonight, and then use it as really the context for our little critters, if you are up for a quick demo, because obviously I don't have loads of samples to talk you through, and sometimes I miss out on the demo time because we have to celebrate the samples because they are fabulous, and otherwise they don't get the kind of the airtime that they deserve. But it does mean sometimes that I overrun on my lives. But tonight we can get playing, can't we? So, and what I meant to say, as Lynn has already found out, lovely Lynn, this is available in the store as a single stencil as a kind of individual item. I have also added it into the store as a bundle with the 2 Stella pastes that I've used on here, which are the Silver Flash and the Checkmate, because I thought that would work well with the moon and the stars. So though that bundle is available at a great price, where you get palette knife, 2 Stella pastes, and the stencil. So if you're looking to create that dimensional finish and you haven't got pastes already, then that's definitely the kind of the best value option to go for. For those of you that either don't want pastes or have got the pastes, then you can get the stencil as a standalone. Right, I think I've covered everything there. For now, we shall see. So let's add some ink. And now I've got this one already with the Stella paste dry, so I know that I can do my inking, put some paste on, and then set it to one side because I've got one ready to go. So I'm not going to worry at this point about really kind of masking off the sides here of my paper, which I would do if I was looking to use this as a card front, and not wanting to over ink. But because I know I'm not going to use it to make the finished one, I'll just ink away. The other thing I wanted to say is I decided deliberately not to put registration marks on these stencils. So, you know, quite often when you've got a layering stencil, you'll have a little marks in all 4 corners, which enables you to layer the 2 up accurately. I didn't feel it needed it. It's quite easy, as we shall see in a short while, to get the positioning right. And I found it quite difficult. I had a registration mark on this sample one that I was using, and I found it quite difficult to avoid over inking. You can obviously block out the registration marks, but when I felt it wasn't absolutely essential to you being able to get a good result, I thought it was as easy to take them out. So that's why there aren't registration marks on this particular layered stencil. So let's get some blues out. 3 layers. I'm just going to do a bit of an ombre on our inking. It should do, Nicola. Have I got a tiny critter loose? I'm sure I do, because I've got one ready to go. Here's a little critter. So here, for example, here's a little critter. Perfect. Sits right in that O. So doing the inked one. Yeah, you can be putting your little critters or kind of tucking them so that they're kind of coming out at funny angles in your O as well. So yeah, it's a nice size, this, in terms of the elements you could use inside of it. Right, Chipped Sapphire, Prize ribbon, and Salvage Patina. I'm not going to worry myself unduly, but I'm going to try to an extent to leave this O clear, because I'm going to do that in slightly different colours for my moon. So we'll see how. I'll tell you what I did do previously when I was creating the initial one, is I just put a little bit of acetate underneath the stencil, just to block off the O. It was just quite a quick and easy way of creating a bit of a mask. So if you really wanted to get accurate with your inking, because there's not much space here to avoid that ink traveling between the E and the O, then you could put a little bit of acetate and just protect that area until you want to ink it up. You could use, of course, you could just use masking tape as well, but it's just quite a quick, convenient way of doing it. So I'm using quite a big brush here, but hopefully, if I move that, I don't think so. Hopefully, I can avoid my O. So that's the Chipped Sapphire on first. Have I got another blue brush to hand? They're all big ones. I was hoping for a smaller one that would give me a bit more control, but hey ho. So prize ribbon. And how are you all? Running out of space, I know, aren't we all? It is an ongoing battle. That's one of the things we're trying to do with this weekend is we're quite deliberately not put kits together, because our aim is we're trying to give you some ideas for techniques or ways you can use what you already have rather than buying more, because we're all so easily tempted, aren't we? So what I'm doing here is going back into my Chipped Sapphire and just helping that blend along so it doesn't look like 3 stripes of colour. So let's smaller brush for our Salvage Patina. So I hope it's turning spring-like where you are. I do like when it starts to get brighter and warmer, though I am always reluctant to let go of the knitwear. I do like knitwear. We'll be heading over to Spain at some point in April, because my parents are going to go over there. So we want to check in on them, given my dad's recent health challenges. And I always feel like, it'd be nice to have the sunshine, but I do like layers. Hopefully you can see I'm not obscuring too much of this with my hand. It's just, as I say, I'm holding this rather than taping it down. So let's get a bit of prize ribbon. Just again, bring those colours together. Because we're going to be laying it over the top with some stenciling. This isn't massively important because sorry, I was distracted by the comments there. Because you're going to have something going over the top. But if you were doing an ombre and you felt that was going to be much more visible, then that's just quite a nice way of making sure that your blend is soft. Is you can almost create the stripes, but then go back over with the colours just to kind of blend them a little bit more. Yeah, Ali, we've answered the question on the little critter fitting into the O. So I think we're up to date on that. Yeah, you've got to have layers, Steph. So obviously the one thing I haven't inked is the moon. So I thought, again, I could have done all 4 colours. I mean, wouldn't this be great? This could be like a sea love, as in it could be a seaside, given we're talking about the sea, and that could be the sunshine. And these could be the waves in relation to, you could make these watery with another different type of stencil overlay and have this in the yellows. So again, I am giving you one serving suggestion. This in no way limits the different ways you could kind of interpret and context you could create for this particular stencil. I missed what you were saying there then. I mean, it's just, I need knitwear. So Hickory Smoke is where I'm going with first. This is a really dry, really old ink pad, so it's actually probably a darker grey than I would normally go for. I'd normally go for Pumice Stone, but because it is so dry and old, I don't think I'm going to over ink. And because it is quite dry and old, I'm not worrying equally about any getting onto that E, because it's going to be fairly faint. Oh, I've got a bit more there. I'm going in, you see here with the brush, one side of the stencil. So I'm the one side of the O. I'm going to try and create a bit of a shade, a bit of dimension on our planet. So I was kind of working my way into the middle. Oops, move my stencil. And then we can go with some speckled egg, lovely soft grey blue in this other part here, and it will create a bit of natural light. So I use the same brush. This one looks like it's close to speckled egg. So yeah, just I wanted colours that were quite soft and muted. Speckled eggs taken over grey a little bit, so just go back in with that. Let's see, how does that look? So can you see? So again, no need, if you were choosing not to add the next layer over the top, you can imagine, you can see what you could be stamping into here. We talked about creating a shaker. We talk about using different colours. You could have 4 different colours on each of the different letters. There are just so many looks. Love, I mean, it's going to be one of those words you're going to get a lot of mileage out of. So, however, let's continue on our journey with our layering stencil. How have I made such a mess? I'm going to have to be really disciplined on Sunday to go through the demos without creating an absolute car crash on my desk. So I do apologise a little bit for my head just getting into shot, just so I can see. When positioning these, given we don't have the registration marks, the really kind of the main one to keep in your sight is the moon, because that's obviously got a line that goes quite close to the outside of the 0. The rest of the stars are all contained within the letters. So as long as you've got your moon where you want it or where you think it's going to work, the rest of the stencil should look after itself. So this would be one of those times when it would have been useful to have a little bit of acetate just to slip in behind the moon while I put the silver down. But you know that would have required me to plan ahead. What's Nat doing? Yeah, I'm not too bad with hot flushes now. I do get them occasionally, but not as badly, I think, as some other people. Oh, I'm going to be seeing you, Nat, aren't I, at the NEC? Because I believe you messaged me, didn't you? Say you're there with another stand. So I will look you out. If you don't come and find me, I'll come and have a chat with you. It'd be lovely to see you. Now, I'm not sure which of these are open. So here we go. Silver Flash. The picture on the website isn't a great one for Silver Flash. I really struggle to get a really good image of this one, but it is just a true silver, a really kind of clean, bright silver, and it looks a bit greeny on the website. It annoys me because I don't think it does it justice. And this is an older pot, so it's a bit drier but still very malleable and will spread easily. So let's avoid our moon. Shouldn't be too difficult to do because this next layer, the patterned layer, obviously has less surface area that you're wanting to go over, so it's not too difficult to miss that planet. One of the great things about these pastes, the ones that are just got a bit thicker over time, is you get amazing dimension through your stencil. I mean, they hold their own body anyway, but I don't want to lift that up, do I? I want to put my checkmate down. That was the other thing I was going to say with these. or with the layering stencil, is, for example, you could decide you wanted to heat emboss the stars and use silver embossing powder, but you wanted paste on here. So all I would say is make sure the paste is the last thing you do. Don't put the paste on here and then try and do heat embossing, because your stencil's already going to struggle to make contact with the layer below once you've got the paste on. So paste should always be your last step. Checkmate. So this is that fabulous speckledy grey blue, which I thought would be perfect for our moon, our planet. But of course, this could be any kind of planet. It could be a bright green planet. It could be a Mars. I mean, I'm not going for anything approximating accuracy here. And I might have picked up a bit of silver, but not enough to cause me any upset. So, masking tape's always a challenge. There we go. How cool does that look? So really trying to find a surface I can put this on. It really has lots of dimension, and I love the kind of the fact that because you've got the different colours, the planet really does look separate from the rest of the word. Yeah, they're really good. So have you got this one, Lynn? Have you got the Silver Flash? Definitely recommend Silver Flash. I do have a bundle on the shop of the silver, the gold, the rose gold, and the espresso lux, the kind of 4 core. I think I see them as the 4 core metallics, because I think the espresso lux, it looks like a kind of a dark bronze. They're a great combo to go for if you're looking to build up your collection. But yeah, that's why I put Silver Flash and Checkmate with this particular stencil. But as I say, if you were deciding to make this a summer card with the sea and the sun as the O, or go with 4 different colours and different patterns, or stamping into those apertures, I'm looking forward to seeing all the different combinations you're going to come up with. So yeah, don't be limited by the fact that I've got stars with it, or that I've got the silver and the checkmate. It was just an idea, everybody. And I was so giddy when it worked out. Right? I had to release it today. So obviously, as you have seen, I have a dry one already. So you just have to get your checkmate used up, Lynn. You're not trying hard enough if you've still got a pot of checkmate. You've got the Silver Flash Sparkling. Do you know that combo, Silver Flash, Sparkling Sapphire and Bright Meadow? I think they're in with Dino Trails as a trio. However, that stencil's obviously quite specific around that kind of dinosaur footprint, is when we had the collection from Simon. So I think that trio is available in that configuration. So I'm going to just put and now I'm putting this together in a very quick and easy way, because I didn't want you to have to watch me do colouring in on my lovely critters. I just want you to see. So we've gone from a 13.5, 14 centimetres focal point with our panel, with our word. And I think this card, it's 7 by 7. So I'm putting some blue, keeping that same colourway working all the way through. Got some silver here, there's like a pearlescent card rather than mirror. Matte my stencil panel on the top. And obviously I'll share a picture of this on the group after the live as a reference point. And you could obviously put that on It's all skewy. On glue always grabs quickly when you don't want it to, doesn't it? What was I saying? I'll put it on the group. Oh, I can't remember now. Apologies, everybody. Having one of those days. So, super cute. That would work, in my opinion, that would work in a car as a card in its own right. But I thought this is one of those where I was really wanting to kind of find a context or a scene that our lovely critters could work in. So I was thinking we'd put our little critter here. So on this occasion, Nicola, not in the aperture, but it absolutely would work. It could work there, but I was going to put it sitting on the L. I've done it in blues and purples. I'll put the doting parent here at the edge, and you kind of got eye contact with each other, which I really like. So I just used Distress Oxides, I think, to colour these images. So, and of course, you'll have seen Belinda in the past doing fabulous things with her the Distress kind of watercolour pencils. And what I'm liking about this is I'm putting the character outside of the main panel. So it's kind of, again, you're breaking the rigidity of those borders by having your kind of character slightly offset. Just making sure that it makes contact with that glitter. And this little cutie is going to sit there because it doesn't want to go to bed. It wants to play amongst the stars. And then I thought, so this was from the stencil panel. I've got Love You to the Moon and Back. And I played with a number of configurations. I thought, oh, put it in the middle, put it at the bottom, but I thought it was going to get too busy and we're going to lose the impact of the love, the kind of the main word. So my suggestion would be that will fit nicely inside as a continuation of that sentiment, Love You to the Moon and Back. And there is in the, I don't think I've got the sticker stack with me. You know, our stack of stickers. I think I do have a sentiment on there which is Love You to the Moon and Back as one of the options. So you've got that kind of different format and scale. If you've already got the stickers, you'll be able to use those. I'm rummaging to see if I could find it, but I can't. So yeah, you could use those kind of black and white stickers, and they're the stickers that I've used here on this one with the big birthday wishes, have the best day. So again, the stencil sentiments are slightly bigger than you get with the stamp, but I think that works quite nicely in relation to being something that you open up the card to. You could even have one of your little critters sitting on the sentiment on the inside. I don't decorate the inside of cards enough, really, and that's how simple it is. But hopefully you could just see with the ink, but this is the one I've just been doing. It's just drying. You can see it's still warping here. The ink blending is super simple, and then that top layer already gives you a really cool finish with or without the critters. So I'm going to swizzle the camera back up, just give you due warning. I think, yes I am. Really simple, really quick demo there, but my intention is hopefully to give you an idea that the stencil could work in lots of different ways, lots of different contexts and types of cards. Makes a great base for our fabulous characters, and I think then the characters are just going to work with so many of the things that you have. And to say, if you haven't already dipped your toe in the water with some of our amazing Zinsky products, then certainly have a look at that half price ephemera bundle, because you've got then ready-made borders, embellishments, sentiments in there, pockets if you're going to do journaling with them, etc. So that's a great add-on as well. But my intention was not to overload you with product this week. It really was to keep it small, keep it cute, just give you the opportunity to enjoy this artwork, because not every time we bring you new things do I want it to be kind of a big investment piece. This is one of those where hopefully either as a one-off purchase, as a little treat, you'll go for it, or because you already love and collect your Zinsky, this will be an extension to that collection. So really simple this week. It hasn't dried that quick. It'll dry fairly quickly, Jane, because there isn't a huge amount on the card. But yeah, not that quick. And I'm just reaching over for my phone to see if our lovely Ali doubled up on. Or are you talking about kind of an exchange type things? Yeah, you absolutely do. Zinsky just does make me smile, and she is so funny, Eleanor. So I'm just checking in on my phone to see if our wonderful Ali is one step ahead of me as usual with some winners. She's there already. She's super fast. So 2 winners, and the 2 winners are going to win the A5 stamp set with the scribble stencil. So the stamps and stencil bundle, not the moon, the scribbles that go with the stamp. And those 2 winners are Astri. I think you may have already bought this, Astri. We'll talk about how we can work that out for you, lovely. So Astri Slind on YouTube and Joyce Booth on Facebook. Oh, hi, Joyce. Lovely to have your company. I don't think I'm seeing comments from Facebook again. But yeah, Astri and Joyce. If you can message me, if you're on Facebook, and you can message me on Facebook, just so that I've got your address. I think I've got both your addresses, but just get in touch and we'll sort out your prizes. But you're the giveaway winners tonight, so congratulations. I'm hoping that I shall see some of you reprobates this weekend at the Weekender. I hope you enjoy these stamps. And I hope I'm going to see some of you at the NEC. As I say, I'll keep you all fully posted on the new collection. Make sure you have ample opportunity to have a look through the products and the samples in the video that I record. I am going to get to Make It Sunday video done for this Sunday, but I probably won't get one done for next Sunday when we're at the NEC. So we'll have a just a week off after this Sunday when we're at the NEC. But yeah, I'm super excited about next week's collection, which is one of our bigger ones. So there's lots of inspiration and ideas on using that one. So I will be back with you virtually next week with a look through that collection, and hopefully I'll be able to share some inspiration, some hellos, some bits and bobs from the NEC, and I'll try and film that Belinda doing some kind of demo, because she's always very clever. I hope that's been a good evening for you. Thank you so much for your company. Thank you for your support for Funky Fossil, and also for our new products as always. And yeah, I'm going to leave you to it. I want to see if Mr. G's left any chips. I doubt it, but I hope your evening continues to be a good one, and I shall see you again very soon. Bye for now.